an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. We're proud to bring it to you here at 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Grant Hill and Chris Webber, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Anthony Davis.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
When you ask LeBron James about Anthony Davis, even before they teamed up, he said, quote, I already knew how incredible the guy is. The things he was doing at that size, not many have done that in the league. Now they're teammates, and LeBron says, it's everything I expected and more. And guys, even called AD a generational talent.
Well, that's probably the best way to put it. Thanks, Allie. Boy, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Grant, you
This nigga LeBron kicked my ass. God damn.
And if you notice, athletes from other sports follow the lead of these players from the NBA.
And when Anthony Davis is on the floor, he's such a difficult matchup. You need to be ready to double or help no matter where he is on the floor. He has that type of gravity to his game.
Second free throw, no good. Boy, with Davis, that attention is why he's a great fit with LeBron, C-Web.
Oh, yeah, those two do it. A big part of why they teamed up. Davis is a big target that can take pressure off LeBron. Like just can't take them both out of the picture.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question, their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum outside. There's the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. Seven seconds left in the fourth. Here's Cook. McGee is screen on McCollum. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. Raiders, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
That's the tag. You can tell they wanted that. I know that's it.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a costly error. Let's see how they bounce back.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Now McGee. Pass to Cook. Driving inside. Missed it.
Size and intimidating presence of her. So it provides on defense. It's just huge. Also, going off shooting.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
LeBron, you've accomplished so much in this league. How have you been able to sustain it for so long?
It's only a select few. Not many who make it to this point. And I'll never take the game for granted. That's why I try to give everything I can till I can't give no more. I've been around some great players, great coaches, great organization. And for me to have this opportunity right here means a lot, and I'm very humble.
Well, you're a sponge for knowledge and you have a great work ethic, and it's been fun to watch. Thanks, LeBron.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Damn. Let me see how to make these graphics better. Let me see how to make these graphics better.
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. This is Kevin Owen along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us now from the sideline. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the rest of how the teams are stacking up. You look at Minnesota, they're deep in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And of course, Los Angeles, 6 games out.
And when you look at Minnesota, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's height.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The post pairing, Hernan Gomez alongside Towns. In the backcourt, it's Russell and Beasley. And it's Turner in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Harris is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's McCollum in at the one spot. Now here's Beasley. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. And Russell gets it to go. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play? When to sit?
And you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on, and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Here's Towns. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Out to Russell. The Clippers grabbed the miss. Last time they met was in Minnesota where they beat the Timberwolves.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with the defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws in the game right here.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
All free throws good from Korver.
He's as solid as he gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity, he's cashing in on those.
Russell against McCollum. Towns gives to Hernan Gomez. Outside Russell. Towns is stealing McCollum. Again, Russell missing. And so it's running with it. They'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit. Getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
Here's Towns. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Russell. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against the Kings.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
You know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Leonard inside. Turner covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. First quarter basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Back calls first of the game for Minnesota.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't Just let it go on any longer.
Let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Carl Anthony Towns. In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now. Now here's Towns. He picked up 15 points in the last one against Sacramento. Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backcourt. McCollum, no good.
Boy, that defense loved him in there. Loved the intensity.
And there's a foul on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. Back to Turner. Jokic with the steal. Korver passes to Harris. Feeds it to Jokic. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Back to Jokic. Over Russell. And Jokic, the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris. Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage of both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Russell finds Towns. Here's Ruben Gomez. Outside, Russell trying to hit the drought. Hands it from downtown. Russell's got 5 now.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch and shoot situations.
Carl grabs it to Nurkic. That one, no good. Towns with an offensive effort. And here's Russell. A 26-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Here's Turner. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Good luck trying to keep Cat off the glass. Carl Anthony Towns loves mixing it up down low and getting after those second chances.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Usually outside. And the pass to Towns. Back to Beasley. Tigers from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
One pass to Leonard. Over Turner. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Beasley with a clean one. A 3-pointer off the mark. Leonard inside. Looking on Beasley. Harris inside. He's guarded by Russell. And slammed dunk by Harris.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well, and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Some changes for Minnesota. James Johnson subbed in for Hernan. Over comes in for Turner. And Akobe is subbed in for Malik Beasley. Timberwolves trail by 6. Passes it to Akobe. Out to the right wing. Towns gives to Culver. And
Foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. NBA's shooting is a question mark for Jared Cole.
Long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Omari Spellman has come in for time.
Well, the work ethic is something that stands out from Jared Culver. Very impressive.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The first free throw is good. Leonard hits a vote.
And drawing fouls and making them pay at the line. Well, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the official to make a call.
Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Pass to Spellman. Launches a three. He's able to come up with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here this summer. Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Russell passes to Spellman. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Harris.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Leonard attacking. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
They are just killing them on the interior. Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality.
Now here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Okogie. He tries for 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clippers leading by 10. Long pass to Leonard. That's stolen by Russell. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's foul number 2 for him. So, for the Clippers, Matisse Thybulle comes in for Kyle Korver. And Monte Morris subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Morris against Russell. Johnson left side. Back to Russell. Over Morris. And the shot is long.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And that one is good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end. Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Russell from long range. Connects in 3-point range. Russell's got 8 points.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up. And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Did he lay an egg at the strike in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop. Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line. You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And so Russell hits a vote.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they got good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. Anthony Towns earlier. He was asked about how the team approaches defensive adjustments.
For us defensively, we stay very disciplined. What we say we're going to do, don't change. Never waver from where our game plan is. We should be fine.
So they want to devise, Greg, a strategy, come in and impose their will.
And that's what they want to do, but the reality is the best teams in the league know how to adapt.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
Who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are the guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, with the Kings. Those are guys that I love. And the other guy, listen, LeBron James, I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. In a moment now, here's the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The T-Staples out there with Jeremy Grant. And there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Burks at the 2. Towns is doubled. Here's the pass to Beasley. Down low. Towns against Lopez. 4 on the clock. Here's Turner. And Grant sends it back. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down, and he is that open.
Here's Burks. He goes up again. Banked in off the glass. Burks is ranked second best in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Towns gets it to go.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they got away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservative. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you got to play freely and with confidence.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Tinsley's checked in, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Morris. Grant the pass to Lopez. Goes up again. He lays it in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just have to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Here's Towns. Lopez with the block.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Talk about receiving in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me directly worth it.
What about you? You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but
You got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other. But ultimately, nothing better than seeing the two best teams play for it all.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was a 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves. Last season, Greg, as their losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in from a key snuggle.
And now only one away from being in the building.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Harris outside. Outside Korver. Three-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Pass to Tinsley. Back to McCollum. There's the dish to Tinsley. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. McCollum gets to Harris. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Harris is not set.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Turner finds Towns. Out to Turner. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Tinsley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The three from Korver. Gets in there. Tinsley with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 19.
And that's back-to-back threes. But he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Turner looking around. Hangs down low. Working on Grant. That's it. And that's his fourth basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Here's Tinsley. And the jump to finish it off. Beauty.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for him so far. And just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alden.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Why Leonard this one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
GA, thank you. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. James Johnson stepped in for Herman Gomez. Okogie comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in for Evan Turner. The Timberwolves again get hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. McCollum finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Trying to get the hoop. Nurkic trying to get open. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Nurkic.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
And they double up Russell. Here's the floater. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know, I think they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
And at Texas Tech, Darren Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he could fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pitch to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
There's inside. It's not going to go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. Here's Jacoby. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now here's Johnson. It's good off the back rim and in.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 17. That's stolen by Russell. Over to the lane. Now Johnson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And the Clippers making a change. Smith has checked in. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Driving inside. Leonard the pass to Nurkic. 1:31 left in the first half of the game. Misses the lane. Timberwolves trail by 17. Pass to Stoner. Back to Russell. On the way, Johnson. Right lane. By Culver. Nobody around. From out there with the three-point shot. On the way, Corver. He's guarded by Russell. Corver. Good.
Perfect shooting form from K-Square. Kyle Korver. Man, is he a lazy. Quick release and always gets himself squared up to the hoop.
Russell against Smith. Pass to Culver. Back to Russell. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Culver's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 19 points. A three, Harris knocks down the three ball. Harris has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Minnesota shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively. Here's Johnson. Nurkic with the block. On the basket court. From outside the arc. Here's Leonard. Brings it up and in on a nice reverse. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep giving it a paint and continue to score consistently.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
After one half, it hasn't even been close. But Clippers on top, running away with this one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's something we got a lot of just in the game, relax, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looks like this could be an upset in the making. I'm Ernie Johnson, the Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, what do you think about the Clippers?
Well, this is what Kawhi Leonard does, guys. He's fundamentally sound and takes advantage of defensive misses. There are a few things on the court that this guy doesn't see.
Hey, Shaq, what do you think about Minnesota?
Well, it wasn't a very good half of the glass. And as a team, you don't want to get pushed around like I push you around. That's why the score is the way it is. Jeez.
Push back, man. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan with the ball.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprint all over this one.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for Minnesota. In the backcourt is Russell and Beasley. The post pairing, Hernan Gomez alongside Town. And it's Turner in the small forward position. Nurkic with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Passes to Morris. And stolen by Russell. Feet away. Here's Towns. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And this is Karl Anthony Towns at his very best. When he's got it going like this, he keeps it going.
Right side level. And there's the foul. Goes on Evan Turner. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Turner. Greg is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, there's so much more personality, so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who's my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, we just,
It's true. Back to Thibault. Takes the 3. Hope they get it back. Back to Leonard. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Big difference in second chance points, and that makes it tough.
Towns pitch to Russell. Looking to get back on track here. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Big guard, nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drive.
Russell against McCollum. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things new in the second half.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. And remember, he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure. He's got guard skills, too.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. After this one, they're up to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the second of his 2-game road trip. That's the free fly. Drills it from outside. Russell's got 15 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. They coach over.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. He's going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. To the paint. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. And he finds McCollum. Back to Leonard. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard the pass to Nurkic. Switch over Towns. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer.
signaling the shot clock violation. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The Timberwolves working the ball around to the left wing. Back to Beasley. Out to the wing. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into the home. Oh! That's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Kobe for 3 and another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
Harris passes to Tinsley. Back to Harris. Over to the left wing. Here's Tinsley. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So, for the Clippers, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Lopez. Alec Burks comes in for DeAndre Bentley. And Smith subbed in for Jim McCollum. Smith also making some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Towns. And Culver's subbed in for Malik Beasley. And that one's good. Russell.
And he is really in his own right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Smith outside. It's good for one range.
Smith is absolutely phenomenal in how he controls the ball. I mean, if the defense tries to take it away from him, he can make them look really foolish.
And for Spellman. Takes it to Johnson. A free ball. Rebound by the Clippers. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Tinsley pass to Harris. Greg is a point guard who must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Allman, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and staying in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts for me.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Smith dishes to Burks. Out to Smith.
Well, I like the fact that Smith is a very solid shooter from mid-range. His teammates are confident with him from that spot.
.122 left in the third quarter. Russell against Smith. Russell looking it over. Good on the shot. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Smith outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And it's Russell in the corner from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith. And there's the drive.
I'll tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big bump.
Culver. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. That free throw, no good. Morris is checked in for Ish Smith. And he sinks the second. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. That's the Burks. There's 14 seconds off the play in the third. The trade. Rebound by Johnson. And Russell puts up a deep three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blow. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket. Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Grant. Tobias Harris is out there with Kyle Corbin. Then there's Monte Morris. And Tinsley at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 20. Here's Beasley. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Morris against Russell. Morris hits to Harris. The pass to Tinsley. Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple. And the Clippers lead by 21.
That's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
On the wing, Turner. A few possessions in the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And he banks it the layup.
They're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Morris passes to Harris. To the wing right side. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will take possession here. Lopez is checked in for the Clippers. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Korver against Turner. Here's Towns. Over Lopez. And it's sent back by Lopez. Out to the right wing. Here's Tinsley. No good for outside. And George Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. And here is Hernan Gomez. Now Tinsley. He kicks to Lopez. Dishes to Grant. Lopez passes to Tinsley. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the Clippers miss again. Russell with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Russell against Morris. Here's Towns. Over Grant. Misses off the left iron. Clippers lead by 19. To the lane. Shot by Tinsley, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shot simply has not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Inside. Kicks it out to Beasley. Kept alive. Here's Gomez. And got in now. Yep, this will be a garbage challenge. We thought that might happen. Triggering review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constitutes the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called. It is. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what
all about getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Lopez. Hunter comes in for Grant. Here's Smith, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And McCollum subbed in for Monte Morris. To the left side wing. High post, Hernan Gomez. Hunter's there. Kenny Gomez passes to Russell. Turner with it. O'Lear, a piece of it. Here's Hunter. Pass and Smith with the assist that time. Hunter's got 21 in the game. Hey guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Usually outside. To the inside. Here's Turner. The Timberwolves again get hit.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
To the middle. Here's Beasley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
You know, as young as Malik Beasley is, it's really been impressive to see how quickly he's adapted to the pro game. For some guys, it's a struggle, but I think he found his footing fairly easy.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Clippers lead by 17. It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Passes it to Nurkic. And Leonard has hit the corner. Back to Nurkic. A nice fencing here by Los Angeles. McCollum misses the Korver. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Timberwolves trail by 17. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Good as this goes to Towns. Russell's got 25 points.
You know, we've seen a big jump from Russell in terms of his production. Now he's a legitimate scorer who can dominate a game with his offense.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the plane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. McCollum gets to Leonard. All 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 17. That's to Russell. Outside Turner. Now here's Towns. Guarded by Harris. Jay Towns the bucket on the assist by Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. Here's McCollum. And he drops it away above the glass. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
He sure has been an extra treat tonight. His kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And they're going to take the second game between these two clubs, just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 left to play in the season series against the Timberwolves.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Leonard.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by McCollum. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one, good.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always one to finish out.
Now here's McCollum. Kirk gets the pass to Leonard. To the inside. Here's Noel. The pass to Reed. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Leonard.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Pocket 6. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just some transfers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Mark Kellogg, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.
All I know is this team is still loaded with really good talent. The real bar was Ramsey, tall, big, flat. They've got to get coach better with this team. Playing defense, everybody playing hard. Playing back to back. They told me he's talking about playing hard. It's making all the time. Taylor Brown wants to play the ball. He had 10 assists against Toronto. The last two games, a total of 65 minutes, a total of 0 assists. This guy can kill with them. I mean, I know it's 500. There's nothing to 5 seasons. He's right now. Five Celtics James Harden from the point guard. Heavily involved in Celtics. Better than Harden. I didn't know how to read the ball.
A spirited rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner. The fans getting into it. You can feel the anticipation building. We'll be right back. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
DeMar DeRozan is always among the league leaders in free throws attempted, and he said, quote, it does take a toll. You have to be relentless, strong enough to finish through contact, getting up really down, and attacking night after night, even when you're not getting bucks. Guys, it takes persistency, but he's got it.
No doubt about that. Thanks, Allie. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He has put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Walker and DeRozan are on the wings. LaMarcus Aldridge out there on Rudy Gay. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Tobias Harris out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's DJ McCollum. And it's Korver in at the three. When you get to this time of the year, some coaches are starting to feel the hot seat now, Grant. Now, are players aware of this when that's the case?
There's no question the players are aware, not just in terms of what's written or said in the newspapers, online, on the blogs, but it's a feel. Every team is different, and teams that maybe have expectations and they're not meeting those expectations, unfortunately, the coach is usually the fall guy. So players in the locker room are fully aware when these coaches are on the hot seat. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. Pass to Murray. Outside Walker. Here's Gay. DeRozan for three. Rebounded by Nurkic. Now McCollum. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Over Murray. And the 6-footer is good.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough.
Now here's DeRozan. Steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. And the dunk by DeRozan.
The tremendous scoring on the move, right? Not to take anything away from that spot-up mid-range game, but DeRozan just dynamite to get it to the cup.
McCollum shot is off.
And with DeJounte Murray, the injuries have really slowed his career development down a bit. It's quite sad. I mean, that ACL tear was the big one. It really set him back quite a bit. But when you watch him, it's clear this young man has a bright future. And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And the Spurs with possession here. After the Clippers pick up the basket just a moment ago. Murray tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
McCollum pass to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 to start today's game. And with Murray, Grant, he represents a different type of the modern NBA guard.
No question, BA. Most guards today are dead-eye, high-volume shooters from outside, but not Murray. Plays with his size, with pulse and finish, and of course on the defensive end as well. Other than long-range shooting, Murray gives you everything you want from that position.
Now here's McCollum. It's tipped, and he recovers it, goes back up. They get it back. Over Gay.
And quick leaper with good instincts. All this can be so disruptive as a defender.
Nurkic's shot is good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Gay. Really played well against Charlotte in his last game. Harris outside. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds, the Clippers will keep possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Leonard's shot's good. The Spurs have gone 3 of 6 since the tip. Outside Murray. And here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I'd say there might not be anyone in the league who enjoys a nice opportunity to send it in as DeMar DeRozan. How about the bounce and the step?
Now here's Leonard. Out to Harris. The three is up. Nurkic against Aldridge. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
First free throw is good. And Harris drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Murray against McCollum. Murray passes to DeRozan. Back to Murray. 16 feet out. That went a little long.
And this is a shot he could definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
We're beginning to see this more and more from Harris. Just taking what the defense allows, and that time finding the wide open man.
Now here's DeRozan. There's the drive. And the officials, and to the game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's changes in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. Mills, he's checked in for Murray, and they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still in the lead.
Shot by Leonard, no good. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh,
I mean, just beautiful.
Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court he makes a lot of noise.
Outside Mills. Gay outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That free throw no good. Lopez, he's checked in for Nurkic. The Spurs making a switch here. And no luck that time either.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank with this at the line.
Pass to Korver. Harris with it. Here's Korver. Fires from deep. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
A lethal catch-and-shoot player who needs just a little sliver of space. Go ahead, Kyle Korver.
Screen by Gay. Here's Mills. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from three-point land so far. Here's McCollum, 15 in his last outing. Here he goes. Pass to Korver. 5 to shoot. Leonard outside. Beyond the arc. Clippers keep it alive. Changes up. Korver, that one's good. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
Outside Mills. Out to the right wing. Here's Johnson. Leonard defending. And he taps it home with authority.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
And the execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Korver. And outside the arc. He can't hit that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
They were really able to exploit that defense. I mean, hitting almost any shot they wanted. It was that easy.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, they caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan is solid from the opening tip. Guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Boy, Doris, the calm demeanor of Kawhi Leonard. It's paying dividends in the big moments.
He's unafraid when the game's on the line. He'll be aggressive. He doesn't shy away from responsibility. One coach said his meter doesn't run too hot or too cold.
It's McCollum on the drive. Inside. Leonard with the ball. He's working on Pirtle. Leonard can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he's surprised himself with this.
Here's Johnson. What a terrific move that is. Johnson's got 6 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
19 seconds left in the first. The 3, McCollum. Rebounded by Lyles.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Gay. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
Defensively, can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Clippers on top. They lead by 3. Stay with us now. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we got Trey Lyles. Bryn Forbes out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, and it's Aldridge in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Aldridge. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Nigel on the way. There's the triple. Nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Murray. DeRozan for 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. DeRozan's got 9.
Well, this is the shot that DeMar DeRozan has worked so hard on. He can always make the 3. It's just become more a part of his arsenal.
Now here's Smith. But no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. with the ball. Here's Lyles. Not going to go that time. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. And a miss there on the triple. San Antonio has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far.
Showing off the timing and awareness defensively. Better think twice before challenging Nurkic.
The Clippers making a switch here. Grant's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here too. Walker's checked in. Here's DeRozan. He was another key contributor in that win against Charlotte. Left side Walker from the arc. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. Well, I've heard you talk about the importance of team chemistry in the NBA, Grant. It doesn't necessarily fit in the analytics model, but it is certainly still a factor.
Yeah, BA, it's everything to a team's success. When you have everyone in the locker room, they trust each other, they know each other, they can be real and honest with each other. And as you go through a season in the postseason, you can endure whatever hiccups come along the way. So chemistry is so essential to a team's success. And yes, you can't measure that with analytics.
Here's Smith, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Thibault. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside Burks takes a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. They are so close to taking the lead.
This is one of those games where momentum is key.
Outside Murray puts up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Smith outside. Good feed by Murray. On offense, here are the Spurs. Bringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And it's Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Burks goes in. That one goes in. Burks has got this first bucket of the night.
Boy, remarkable watching Alex Burks power through the defense.
Murray against Morris. And Monte Morris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Hurdles checked in for San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to DeRozan. There's 5 on the clock. DeRozan tips it back in. DeRozan's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here in March, things are heating up. Let's check out the teams in the West. You look at the Spurs, and so far they own the 9th best record in the conference. Not where they'd like to be. And of course the Clippers, well, they haven't had the season they wanted so far.
When I look at the Clippers, they hyped it up at the start of the year, but haven't really followed through. They're so disappointed. And really, so are their fans.
All talk, no walk. Simple as that. They just don't match up with the better teams in the NBA.
Pass to Murray. Back to DeRozan. There's the drive. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I'll tell you, when DeRozan makes that kind of drive with authority, he's as explosive as anyone in this league.
Morris outside. And here's Grant. Out to the wing. Nurkic inside. He's working on Hurdle. Out left to the wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Nurkic. And the Clippers miss again. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 15-4 run. side Walker. Walker draws the double to the paint. Here's Purtle. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. And now a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Thibault. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Spurs have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. DeRozan outside. High arcing shot, and it's good on the layup. DeRozan's got 11 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Drives to the hoop. Pass to Morris. Bible on the wing. 5 points in the game. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Murray from outside. Doesn't go for it. And the Clippers will come the other way. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Grant. Rebound San Antonio. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds now. Murray passes to DeRozan. Into the lane. Sure. That's basket number 9 on 12 drives.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Clippers trail. Fires for 3. Aldridge pulls down the board. San Antonio's got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the 3-point line in the second. And the basket by DeRozan.
Setting each other up beautifully, I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Here's Morris. A nice start for him. Taking his first shot.
They're exposing a weakness in the defense. That's just way too easy, guys.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first bag.
Now here's Grant. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Morris. Clock at 6. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Murray. There's 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot from 12. Nice shot by Walker. And it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Nice shot by Morris.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Murray passes to Aldridge. Takes it inside. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. No good. Misses at the buzzer.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, DeMar DeRozan has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for. And then, of course, executing.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kawhi Leonard out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Tobias Harris. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Korver into the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Walker. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harris goes in. Now Nurkic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Murray against Harris. side Walker. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got assist number 8 now on the night. Pass to Korver. Down Leonard. Here's Korver. Walker covering. There's a screen. Sends it home for a three-point land.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a three of his own. Beautiful.
McCollum against Murray. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Gay. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Gay's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over the screen. I'll tell you what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And the Clippers making a change here. Grant's checked in. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Miles, he's checked in for Aldridge. Johnson comes in for DeRozan. Forbes is checked in for Walker. And it's Mills in for Murray. Pass to Gay. Here's Forbes. And the three-pointer goes. Forbes has got his first 3 points of the game.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I gotta believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
See his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Stats for DeMar DeRozan.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Outside Mills. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Leonard passes to Harris. To the 9-footer. You know, the three-pointer increasing in confidence in recent years. Grant, you average less than 1 long-range attempt per game in your career. So what made you look to attack inside the arc?
It really is about the evolution of the game. Early in my career in the mid-90s, it was all about getting a high percentage shot, getting to the rim, posting up, the mid-range game. But as the game has changed and evolved, now it's more about the three-point shot. At the end of my career, that's when I started to shoot more three-pointers as the game was evolved. Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
With the adversity the league has faced recently, within the relationship between the players' union and the league office is strong. That's not always been the case. Maybe leaders like Adam Silver and Chris Paul communicating and cooperating as it's helped the NBA weather these challenging times.
I love it. It's good collaboration there. Good call, Alec. Thank you. Here's Lyles. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harris has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Korver. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Johnson. 4-3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Korver. Off the mark there with a 3. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Doubled by McCollum. Here's Lyles. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. McCollum on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Grant. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Outside Mills. Pass to Forbes. Out to the right wing. Here's Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Johnson's got 9 points.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
But the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Hook loose. Grant outside. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
San Antonio's going 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Outside Mills. The 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Pass to Korver. Now here's Grant. Here's Korver. He's got 5. Grant's shot is off. Timeout called, the Spurs.
Adjustments are a part of every game.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. San Antonio's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Here's Murray on the take. The shot comes out. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's DeRozan. He's gone close range. Facing the layup. DeRozan's got 23 points.
Well, the defense naps and the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart, too good, and too skilled.
Here's Smith. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. Of course, he makes good use of it.
Outside Murray. Yep, count it. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave him open from range.
For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Picked by Carlo. 17-foot shot on the way. Leonard pulls down the board. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the left side wing. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Spurs. Hurdle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. DeRozan finds some space. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And it's stolen by Murray. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Spurs out in front, up 7. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, save it on target.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so in the game for the Spurs, Walker and DeRozan are on the wings. Jakob Hurdle out there with the Marcus Aldridge. And it's Murray in at the point. San Antonio leading. Pass to Aldridge. Gets the trifecta.
On offense, LaMarcus is so dependable. He's ready to make the play from wherever he is on the floor.
Well, Los Angeles shooting about 47%. A nice number for us. And the layup is good off the glass.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
DeRozan outside. Drills the elbow jumper. DeRozan's got 27.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Here's Morris. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play can spark this move.
Grant's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Morris down low. He's guarded by Mills. Morris outside. Down low. It's stolen by Hurdle. First minute and a half of basketball played here at the fourth. In transition, here come the Clippers.
You've got to stay attached. What a job in transition as he takes off toward the rim.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Mills. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Clippers. On the attack, Morris. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the San Antonio Spurs. On Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trailblazers.
And you know, for that matchup with Denver, they'll want to come out fighting in that one. They'll be big-time underdogs, but anything can happen.
Denver, he's checked in for the Clippers. Here's Johnson. Pass to Mills. From deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bucks. DeRozan with the rebound.
Oh my God.
Right side Mills. Good. That's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist of the night. Here's Morris. And he comes up with a bucket.
This is when your interior team has to be on high alert.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. DeRozan for 3. No good there. The Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Embry. Back to Grant. Nurkic high post. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
The Clippers making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And Morris over to help. On the wing, DeRozan. Pounded by Harris. Pass to Pirtle. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Here's Morris. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Spurs have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Mills. Here's Gay. This is it off the right side of the rim. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. And Grant gets it to go. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And Monte Morris is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Aldridge is checked in. Timeout called. The Clippers. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, he's been relentless. And to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeMar DeRozan.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch. Just a tremendous motor. He's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in emotion.
Here's Aldridge. It's deflected. And out of bounds. The Clippers will take it. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
I mean, perfection. That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to that shot.
Walker, he's checked in for Johnson. Leonard on the tape. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down the low post. That is nicely done.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, when you consider the dominance of Kawhi Leonard, certainly physicality is a part of it. Long arms, huge hands, broad shoulders, incredible strength. He seems to have a body built for this game.
On defense, the Clippers. Aldridge, right side. Over and Nurkic. Aldridge with the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 4. Doris, how about Kawhi Leonard? 6'7", 7'3" wingspan, and a +8 in that regard.
All of those things being attributed to this guy when he puts his mind to it, being perhaps the hardest guy to score against in the league. You combine that with what he's become on the offensive end, an elite free-tier scorer. This guy is as good as it gets right now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his 3rd foul so far. Outside Mills. That one falls.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening and attack when you have that chance.
McCollum outside. Driving inside. Rebound from San Antonio. Gay's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now here's DeRozan. Outside Mills. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the 4th. And it's McCollum penetrating. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And McCollum isn't afraid of contact, especially when he's being aggressive and looking to score.
He's off on the first. Murray's checked in for San Antonio. And he can't hit the second. The Spurs have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. That one off the back iron and out. The Clippers trail. McCollum with it. Picked up by DeRozan. McCollum pass to Harris. Leonard against Walker. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
The Clippers shooting at about 51% for the game so far in this one. Pass to Harris. Here's Porter. McCollum outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Walker. McCollum's shot is off. And for San Antonio, they're shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Aldridge with it. Left side Murray. Gay.
Oh, he nails it! Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Leonard against DeRozan. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. The free throw drops for Leonard.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more though. That trip going up empty. Missing both. And here are the Clippers now. Leonard, left side.
Oh my God.
Like this sort of mistake play out, you never know. Sometimes these are game changers.
On offense, you're on the Spurs. 2-point game. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Aldridge passes to Walker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. Went on first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Timeout call, the Clippers. They're trailing by 4. 20 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. 19 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And so it's San Antonio with it. They lead by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll set the rest of this one out.
With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss. Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 6. 15 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
Down the 3.
Well, this is the specialty of young Mr. Kyle Porter. He has made a living due to their fine shooting skills.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would prefer to avoid it.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives him a 4-point session. And here's Smith. Pass to Corver. Let's go with a three. And so it's Aaron Mario who scraped by with Wynn. And they barely squeezed out Wynn here on the road.
NBA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our NBC Sports crew. Thanking you for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Serving more than 27,000 customers a month, growing payments, providing jobs, and investing in neighborhoods and communities nationwide.
You know what it means. Put down roots and bring dreams to life. It's everything.
We're just right back to relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome fans to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. He said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit, gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
So here's Miami's starting group. Butler and Crowder are in at the forward. Dragic is out there with Iguodala, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, heading the middle. And for the Clippers, we got C.J. McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Harris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Korver in at the three spot. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think comes by the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation. Because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
The Heat, their last game, a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Dragic. Adebayo's got the opening basket of the game for Miami. Collins has it to Porter, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on for Iguodala. That's his first foul. Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
So you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami. Passes it to Butler. Iguodala left side. Shot clock at 6. Up to Adebayo. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Wonderful play. Wingspan and huge hands. Adebayo catches and finishes with ease. And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019. Hey, Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay a little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
Here's Butler, followed the basket by C.J. McCollum. Count that one.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. McCollum against Dragic. Here's Butler. Coming off a 12-point game with last outing. And it goes out of bounds. That one on Butler. We're breaking the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Clippers. This season has been a struggle for them, but down at the bottom of the conference.
And right now for the Clippers, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jeff Crowder. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Now here's Iguodala. After Dragic. Back to Iguodala. Cavallo, high post. Nurkic with the block. Harris against Crowder. That one good for 2.
And you see there, Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
Raheem trail by 4. That first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Butler goes in. Basket counts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Nurkic. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor, or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Iguodala. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Butler. No luck that time in the shot, but wouldn't put them on top. Forward gets to McCollum. Launches it. And again, the Clippers missing.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Butler, no good.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Outside Leonard. Back to Corver. Takes a 3. Jay Crowder with the rebound. For Miami, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. They double team Iguodala. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala.
This is what Crowder loves to do. He's out there saying, set me up, please.
and it's working like a charm. Burks, he checked in for the Clippers. The Clippers shoot their third free throw attempt of the game. The Heat trail by 3. Outside Robinson. Back to Nice. Robinson sets a screen for Nice. Outside Robinson. Drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And George Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome. You hate to lose it at the line, especially when you're getting what you want in other areas of the game.
Here's on the line. The rebound by Grant.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Harris's shot is off. 9 looking around. Good on the triple.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Trent. And that one released in time, but no good. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Heat out front. They lead by 3. for just the immense speed at which these players are moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it is sometimes, right, to make the right call. And so the word is in, they decided that the call stands, as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking and the game continues on.
And here's 20 from three. Here's Corver. And Adebayo sends it back.
With a strong sense of timing and awareness, Bam sent that shot away. This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Morris, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that one.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Alec Burks checked in for the Clippers. And Miami with a change here, too. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. Outside for Robinson.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
The gravity of Kyle Korver drawing defenders and finding the open man.
2 seconds left in the shot clock in game 3. Nunn with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Hey guys, this is the way to stay in the game. When they're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wondered where maybe he would go now.
Adebayo with the screen on Burks. Set up for Adebayo. Leonard with the steal. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. Just now to send it over to David Aldridge. Standing by courtside. David. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not, and it doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf is a big part of what you do. That about wraps it up. Guys,
This early, but here's the day after Valentine's Day, and my relationship with Vice President. It's you serve better. It's not supposed to be stale at all.
Second half of basketball promise. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingertips all over this one.
First half looked like a dunk contest mixtape was just destroying the rim.
these weren't just putbacks and alley-oop. He was rolling to the rim and finishing.
On the floor for Miami. Inside, they got Crowder and Adebayo. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. And it's Butler at the small forward position. Dragic gets the bucket.
Such a big part of Goran's game, the dribble drive.
Pass it to Harris. Kawhi to the hoop. And the dunk right. And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam. A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Outside Dragic. Iguodala against Leonard. That's a 5. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Dragic has got the game tied up here for the Heat. And it's Smith with the ball. Brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
That's how bread and butter. He's a big-time outside player.
Iguodala against Leonard. And it goes on the bounce. That one is off Smith.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you try to get it to your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Now the Clippers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Inside.
Showing off the dynamic athleticism. Bam is no stranger to rocking the rim.
And That's McCollum off the draw. And the layup is good. McCollum's got 6 points. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. To Dragic. And that one drops.
I mean, tremendous quickness off the pick and roll. Going Dragic will run this on you all day.
McCollum grabs it to Harris. It's over Crowder. Harris misses.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Butler. Finding it open is Adebayo. Good shot opportunity. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
Not surprised to see Jimmy come down with the offensive rebound. He plays with heart and hustle.
McCollum, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
He hangs in there and catches it on the second chance points. The Heat lead by 3.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up for this game.
Bill Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
It's weird to say that in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, the Bulls had that guy that really remembered shooting. We might say that might have been the one difference.
All in it is checked in for Grant. Butler gets the drive. 6 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the lane. That's now 17 points for Gordon Dragic. Clippers trail by 3. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
Never sees the shot away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
Dragic against Harris. Outside Dragic. And there's the pass to Butler. Over McCollum. Butler, no good.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And that one's good. Right.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
For Miami, they've gone 7-10 on their field goal attempts here in the fifth. Butler dishes to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got 10 points here in the second half. Neither side has relented a bit in this back and forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a
Deflects the pass, and it's stolen by Fido. Here's Grant, and foul on the shot, so no chance at the line. Then we're analytic. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
what tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around. Couple that with just how well they shot it from beyond. And they made this thing look easy.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Here's a Dorkic. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Alec Burks comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Morris subbed in for McCollum. And it's the Heat with the ball. Dragic, 18 points in the game. Pulling up the bench to Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. Near the 3-point line, it's Dragic. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Morris into the lane. Down low. And here's Dorkic. It's stolen by Dragic. Looks at it for Adebayo. Stolen away. Nice job to get off the alley-oop attempt there. Here's the try. Grant. Goes back up. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 8 now on the back. Dragic gets to Robinson. Here's Hero. Burks covering. Here's Adebayo.
Shooters get tunnel vision. But Tyler, keeping his eyes up and his options open, delivers a great pass.
Morris passes the ball. He's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one's going to win. And this is his third trip to the line tonight. Crowder, who's checked in for Miami. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Grant. Grant drops them both. Miami's gone 6 for 14 with the field goal tonight. Just a little over 40%. Hero passes to Nunn. 1:57 left to play here in the third. Yes! And the foul. Yes, yes,
He's going to have to foul Bam a lot harder than that if you want to prevent the and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible. Listen, we obviously would expect him to do that.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy hit.
Nunn passes to Hero. His 3 pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Morris, no good. Brings him with the lead. Pass to Hero. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. He takes it in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And here we can check out the score for Jimmy Butler.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here's Stretch. He's checked in for Monte Moore. Miami's on 0-2 for deep to start things here in the second. He had a chance to catch up on some numbers. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Don't ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line all game long.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their approach.
Talk about being reliable at the line. At Kentucky, Tyler Hero, he hit 93% of his free throws his freshman year.
Passes it to Burks. It's intercepted. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson finds Nunn. Runs into the basket. Right in with a nice touch off the glass. Nunn's got 9 points.
Assists like that have amplified a good effort today. So an epic ball boy.
Nurkic dishes the spin. Back to Nurkic. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Tinsley with the bucket.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look for praise.
He's shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Nunn wide open. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own. It's no good. Smith outside. Here's Tinsley. A 3-pointer, no good. Rebounds, the Clippers take possession. He gets it up. And he got that one up inside, but doesn't go in. At the end of the third, the score is all even. Both teams absolutely filling it up. We'll be back shortly live from Sprinklr Center downtown Los Angeles. Pandora Worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat. Fundamental basketball. Guys up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more score points. Okay, now let's reset our match courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Jeremy Grant is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Allen Burks. Then there's his three. And it's Tinsley in the three with the small forward. Smith the pass to Tinsley. Butler with the steal. And himself. And it's Butler with the jam.
Quick reminder there, Butler has the capacity to take over the game at both ends.
Smith kicks to Grant. Smith surveying the D. Behind him, it's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Quickly to make an impact when it counts. It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now here's Butler. G right out. Off the left rim out. The Clippers trail. Here's Tinsley. A reverse. And Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
Lets it go for T. Hits it from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by one.
That gives them the second three of the half. Three total.
9 passes to Butler. And it's good. 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Immediate eligibility, though, was denied by the NCAA.
A different look for Miami. Iguodala comes in for Tyler Hero. And it's Fox in for Kendrick Nunn. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The head coach of the Clippers had some harsh words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
And it's Harris off the drive, and the shot gets in.
We talk about Harris's ability to create off the box, and then you see the upper body strength on the finish.
Out to the right wing. Nurkic against Dragic. Shoots over Nurkic. No good from Dragic. The Clippers in the lead. Harris inside. He's covered by Iguodala. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Outside Crowder. Dragic kicks to top. Oh, good with the triple.
All the time in the world to get that one.
Outside Corver. McCollum outside. And here's Leonard from three. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Nurkic.
And he's a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive rush.
Dragic against McCollum. Butler deciding where to go with it. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard will take it. But Johnson makes the foul, and power smooth, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement for MJ.
pushes the hit. Watch again.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo drilled it down.
Explosive leaping abilities allows him to play the five, even though he's a little undersized.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. He gets it in there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Heat trail by 6. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. He kicks it to Dragic. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
A good board there, but overall they're getting slightly out rebounded.
Back to Jokic. Crowder with the steal. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. Jokic shooting some free throw. And they'll return possession. No good on that one.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out. And you see the value he provides for this team.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Butler. A post shot. Up again. It's good on the putback.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game. Here's Jokic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Pass to Leonard, and stolen by Butler. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
The open court is where Dragic does a lot of damage. Exceptional speed.
McCollum with the ball. It's the Jokic over Adebayo. And he shoots that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Dragic against McCollum. Adebayo down low. To the inside. And Adebayo.
Man is cooking right now. Once he flips this switch, he's tough to slow down.
McCollum gets to Harris. Outside Korver. Fires the 3. Miami grabs the miss. Crowder's got his foot down right now in the game. Adebayo with the screen. Here's the pass to Adebayo. On to Iguodala. The one-handed comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with a dribble drive.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Miami Heat. 106 left in the fourth. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's the first. That brings him within 2.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Well, he's making a switch here. Throws back in. Dragic against McCollum. It's deflected. To the middle. Jokic came in. Butler is good. Butler goes in.
Big time basket at a big time moment. This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Harris. Got it.
TK, that's the unselfish play you want from your guys.
All-time year. They trail by one. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take on this?
Hey, they do have enough time here. They shouldn't have to get the second number. We'll see if they try.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the basket. Whistle blows. That's his 3-point play. Going to the line for one.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play. That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the lead.
Separate the shot clock again. Leonard will balance the court. Back to Leonard. There's a screen on Butler. Clock at 6. Leonard kicks to Harris. Feeds it to Lewis. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot.
Oh my God.
Turn it over. A very unfortunate time here to pick up a shot clock violation. The unintentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble it in.
And the first and 10, no good. Nice break.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We've seen what Bryant has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
And the Clippers all time here. They're behind by 2. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They broke the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, Dallas, with everything they had, came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, how confident are you that you guys can build on this win and keep them?
All right, David, great job.
Especially in this season, perhaps without the fans. But this is a group that knows
Oh, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
is at top of his game. He'll play anybody anywhere for the whole season. Coach, you got a story out in regard to what's going on in the situation between Blake Griffin and the business. Yeah, Blake Griffin, the GM Troy Weaver told me today, is not going to be in the lineup here moving forward. They're going to look for a trade, have some buyout discussions. Could be part of a move this year at some point when he's owed over $50 million next year's contract. It's really going to be difficult to trade him and to find a deal or money to match up for where Blake is in his career right now. But it's been amicable. They love really the way Blake has handled what's been a tough spot for a player of his stature, maybe in Detroit. I think on both sides.